I'm Alexis. This is my leisure education game. It's called Stop and Go, which I know doesn't sound very catchy, but the title is kind of ironic because those are the only two words participants can use during the entire course of the game. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. So Stop and Go is based on hot and cold, which many of us played when we were younger. The closer you get to the goal or wherever you're supposed to be, the warmer or hot you are, and the further away you get from where you're supposed to go, you're cold. And so I kind of adapted this in an equine assisted therapy context, and we will do this in teams of 2 people, and one person will have reins to simulate riding a horse. So we'll have teams of 2, one person's the rider, one person's the horse. The overall number of participants shouldn't be too many depending on the space you're in, but everybody should be able to partner up in teams of 2. So the overall goal of this activity is to teach effective communication skills as well as problem-solving skills in the context of trying to achieve a goal or complete a task with another person. It's going to be quite challenging because only one person in the team is going to be able to vocalize anything. The other person is not going to be able to speak at all. And the only 2 words are stop and go. So as far as the setup, there's 2 people, one would be in front of me, and in this case I'll be the rider. As the rider, I will be standing behind someone else kind of holding the reins like this. And then the person in the front would be the horse, and they will have the reins like this, or a piece of rope, or, I mean, rope is ideal, it's just something handy you can have in your car, anything like this, string, even a pool noodle would work, probably, depending on how long it was. You might have to make a few adaptations if somebody can't really grip the rope. You might be able to put like some modeling clay or a sponge around it. I do that with painting a lot with brushes. Or you might need to make the rope longer or shorter or more accessible, tie a knot in it so somebody can kind of put their fingers through it to hang on to it. But again, that all really depends on everybody and their disability. So as far as communication skills, the person in the front, who's the horse, doesn't get to vocalize anything, and the rider and the person in the back only gets to say stop and go. So when you start the game, everybody will start from a central location, and then the facilitator will give the rider, and only the rider, a clue or a goal that says, go to the far right corner and pick up a ball, or go to the table and pick up a piece of paper. And that's what you have to try and do with your partner. But you can't tell them that's what you're trying to do. You can only communicate via stop and go and a little bit of body language using the reins that they will be holding. So it's up to you how you, once the game starts, kind of how you venture out towards that goal. The person who's the horse might move on their own and start going in a certain direction, in which case if they're going the right way, you tell them to go. If they're going the opposite way, stop, until they maybe kind of redirect themselves a little bit. Or you can kind of nudge them a little bit with the reins. And the person who's the horse in front, even though they have the reins in their hands, they have the ability to touch things, pick up things, really do anything to try to figure out what it is that their task is. Probably about a general time frame, maybe 10-15 minutes. I don't want to make this a competitive game just for my population with eating disorders. I kind of want to keep it fun, lighthearted, and just have everyone get a good time and take something away from it rather than worrying about how fast can I do this, I want to finish first, that kind of thing. So as far as communication skills that each partner will learn, the person who's giving the directions or saying stop and go, the rider, will have to learn to communicate clearly and concisely and really focus on what they're saying, pay attention to where they're supposed to be going, and kind of develop a longer term thought process as far as, okay, I need to go here, here, and here, how do I do that? And pay attention, stop, go, and really kind of get a good sense of where the horse is going. The horse is going to base everything pretty much on the stop and go, so they really have to focus on active listening, paying attention, not getting distracted, and just focusing in general. And it's also a good way to develop teamwork and camaraderie and building relationships as well. And that ties into the problem solving. Their ultimate goal is to complete the task. It may not happen within the allotted time frame, which is fine. That would be a good discussion question. You know, if you weren't able to finish the task or complete it, why do you think that was? What kind of challenges did you and your partner face? You can ask that of any of the teams. You know, were there any mix-up or confusion? How did you solve it without being able to speak to each other? Did you rely on body language or body cues, body awareness? What helped you achieve that goal? And of course, like, I work with horses a lot, so I've adapted my game to do some of the increment assisted activities. It's pretty simple. It only has the one material, just a rope, so it's pretty durable, easy. You can do it anywhere. And it's nice because sometimes, I know at work anyway, we have groups that kind of just show up and maybe we don't have a game ready for them, or they show up late and then we change our program plan. So this would be something fun that teaches them a little bit about horsemanship, but also leisure education skills at the same time. So it's kind of a perfect mix of a bunch of components. And that's it. I wish I had my volunteer to demonstrate this, but she has gone to eat dinner, so hopefully that makes sense with them. Having the two people, the person in the front holds the reins, and I stand in the back, and I'm here. All right, that was it. Enjoy.